What up, what up, what up? It's Ray V. Let's get it.
Sad boy.
Sad boy quote of the day.
F
F
ain't
for
receiver.
fields, is for
You're trying to
fantasies.
sell
So
me
let's get
who
into our deepest fantasies,
sucks.
baby.
I'll give you a third for him, though.
Comment section. MVMT asks, you think Ayuk still even plays football? How does your draft order change for 1QB leagues? So I was just saying that I think that Ayuk, I think Ayuk does play, but I'd be lying to you if I told you I was 100% sure. Would definitely throw a fourth for him, especially right now with all the speculation getting worse and worse. Even a third, honestly, even burning a third at this point would be pretty worth it if he plays. There is a point like if he does play, he could suck. Like I was saying in the other video, he could suck. He could just not be into it this year because he has to sign some crappy deal, just to do a prove it year and everything. So maybe, but better than a nice young receiver. Probably better dart throw than a random third round pick, whoever you got in this league. Even if you know everybody, even though you think you know the draft really well, probably Ayuk will be better if we're being honest. The play would obviously be to throw him in the deal as like an extra though. Say you're trading for Jalen Warren, it's a little off. I'm giving you this guy for Jalen Warren. Hey, just throw Ayuk in there. That's how you do it. You gotta work the market, play it that way, play the DMs. But as for the order of 1QBs, I don't even think Mendoza gives enough to warrant a first in 1QB leagues. So obviously neither would Ty Simpson. Just kick them out of the first round, and move the rest of the guys up since I listed 15 total players. This is the video of what I would do with every single first round pick. I was going to list all the guys here, but hey, go back to the video and go check it out. I did list 15 players though, so you could just rework the list, slide those guys out of the first, put the other guys up. Total of 13 players right there that I think are worth the 110 or 101 to 112. Next comment, PJ Redacted. Bell at 2-6 was a little questionable, but the other second round picks look well thought out for their rosters. Hey man, I hope as much as I love picking on my league mates, I hope he means the 205. The guy I circled in that thumbnail and everything. I said trust. 206 is a self-proclaimed villain of the league. He would thrive like knowing that you're hating on him, but I liked Bell right there. He could have been a first round pick, and I wouldn't have been mad. So hopefully you meant 205. Obviously you wrote Bell at 206. So hey man. Someone's on a burner account or something hating on that dude. That's crazy. Before we jump into the vid, I just wanted to update my rookie rankings real quick since the last time I did it was directly after the NFL draft. I've been able to sit with it for a while and look into what roles these guys would really have. Looked at the depth charts more, contracts wise and stuff too, as well as bouncing ideas off of others. So this is my updated list. At 101, I got Jeremiah Love. 102, Carnell Tate. 103, Fernando Mendoza. 104, Jordan Tyson. 105, Makai Lemon. 106, Casey Concepcion. 107, Jadarian Price. 108, Kenyon Sadiq. 109, Eli Stowers. 110, Antonio Williams. 111, Omar Cooper Jr. 112, Ty Simpson. 201, I got Denzel Boston. 202, Jonah Coleman. 203, Nick Singleton. 204, Chris Bell. 205, Jeremy Bernard. 206, Katron Allen. 207, Emmett Johnson. 208, Deshaun Stribling. 209, Zachariah Branch. 210, Ted Hurst. 211, Drew Allar. 212, Carson Beck. 301, I got Skylar Bell. 302, Elijah Surratt. 303, Jacoby Lane. 304, Chris Brazel. 305, Max Clare. 306, Mike Washington. 307, Demon Claiborne. 308, Kalen Black. 309, Eli Raridon. 310, Bryce Lance. 311, Malachi Fields. 312, Caleb Douglas. 401, Brandon Thompson. 402, Eli Heidenreich. 403, Oscar Delp. 404, CJ Daniels. 405, Justin Jolie. 406, Kevin Coleman Jr. 407, Seth McGowan. 408, Taylor Green. 409, Kate Klubnik. 410, Cole Payton. 411, Tanner Koziol. 412, Jaden Ott. These rankings should reflect more of how I am currently reacting to my league's current draft. I have more dart throws that are at least worth a roster spot in your leagues. or in your league in total, throughout all the teams. But I'll get to that in a later video. But today we are going to continue into the third round with my rookie draft from the last video. Remember, this commentary is goated, nothing otherwise. Y'all better tell me in the comment section, goated commentary, alright? This is getting rougher and rougher each day. You'll see. You will see. It's probably in the thumbnail, but you will see how rough this gets. Just a reminder, this is a 2 QB, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, tight end, 3 flex, 1 IDP league with 15 bench spots, 3 IR, and 4 taxi spots. Alright, let's get it. Get into our third round. Pretty sure I said this yesterday, but Matty Ice right here, he had the 208, and he traded back with Jess right here. He gave this 303 right here, and 2028 third. Move up to the 208s to get Antonio Williams. Alright, let's get right here into our third round. So Katron Allen right here. And then we got Emmett Johnson. That's a good pick right there. I believe when he made this pick, I was like, I guess Emmett Johnson is the next best running back I have on the board. After Katron Allen, we've gone through this guy's running backs a few times, so yeah, he definitely helps him out. But I believe after he made his pick, they started hyping him up. I see KC reporters. They started hyping him up a lot. Yeah, I don't know if these are real reports coming up, but the sentiments around the league. Alleged sources say that Emmett Johnson is going to play the 2 role in the 1-2 punch with Kenneth Walker. They are allegedly saying that they want to keep Kenneth Walker fresh for the playoffs, just like this last year. And they don't want to give him a big full workload or anything because they need him ready for the playoffs, which makes sense. Kenneth Walker has already thrived in a 2-back role or 2-back system. Sucks for fantasy and everything, but hey, that gives the opening for Emmett Johnson there. There's another guy that signed there, Jaden Ott. So undrafted free agent though. I do like Jaden Ott. Hopefully he gets up there, gets into there. Maybe he's the 3rd back. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, good pick. No notes really. Nitty. Got Zachariah Branch with this 302. Notice how Saul has no picks. Jeez. He's over here. He's coming up. You can see the board. The Zachariah Branch I do like in this area. I think I like Jeremy Bernard more. He's probably more safe. Probably guaranteed points right here. Or, maybe not guaranteed, but he's like a wide receiver 2 role for sure. Zachariah Branch could be good. But his role, his pass catching is probably not going to be as guaranteed or as promising projected wise as Jeremy Bernard, so I would have taken wide receiver here. I would have taken Jeremy Bernard, but hey, this guy's shooting for the moon. My boy Nitty right here. He got good wide receivers already from the last time we were looking at him. DJ Moore, Justin Jefferson, Ayuk, Garrett Wilson. So he's shooting for the stars right there. He got 3 guys right there. Ayuk, if he comes back and plays somewhere. Wicks, probably dead asset now, going to Philly like that. Shakir, I mean, they drafted like Skylar Bell right now, but Shakir probably keeps his role. So he does need. Oh, he's Rasheed Rice. I swear he has a 4th guy, Rasheed Rice. So he gets play 4 wide receivers straight up already, and he drafted Casey Concepcion. So Zachariah Branch, maybe he's just taking swings. I obviously have these guys in the same area. I believe I have them 1 pick apart or 1 wide receiver range apart for sure. So not a bad pick. Come take your guy. Come take your guy. 3rd round, you're swinging anyway. It's already a tough swing. May as well home run swing it. I feel it. I like it. Matty Ice is the one that he traded back right here for. Elijah Surratt. I do like Elijah Surratt. Like I said, I do want Jeremy Bernard above him, so I think I have a Jeremy Bernard, Zachariah Branch, Elijah Surratt, Jacoby Lane's next. Yeah, that's around the order I would have wide receiver wise right now. So. But obviously, come get your guy. It's Elijah Surratt. He could be the Keenan Allen Light type guy. Seen those comps a couple times. Don't love it. I do love him in the red zone. So Surratt there, not a horrible. That's in the range at least of what I'm thinking. Damon Claiborne, same guy. Another pick, running back here. So we could look at him. I believe he still has 10 picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So even with that trade, he saw a 10, or I don't know if I counted it last time, but 10. His running backs do need help, so that's a pretty good grab. Do you think Damon Claiborne could, take over there? Like I was saying, I do have him as my next running back on the board as well. So I have him right behind Emmett Johnson. I really think he could take that role. Really think it's up for grabs. Jordan Mason didn't really capitalize last season. I know the whole team sucked, but he thrives. He should have thrived in that situation at least, especially volume wise and everything. When Aaron Jones went down, but he did not. He fumbled it, literally fumbled it. Aaron Jones, I think he re-signed on like a super restructured 1 year deal. I believe, pretty sure. He was a cut candidate this offseason. So, they'll probably use him a lot this season and just kick him to the curb, honestly. I definitely think there is a path to be paved for him, or a path is ready for him. He just has to come and take it. Good pick there, good pick there. Next guy, Jason. So he took Bernard, took Allar. Really good picks. Definitely, the value of quarterback. These guys, Allar, Carson Beck, you can see him right under. I definitely think that they should have gone probably towards the end of the second round. We've gone over this already. This guy's like 6 QBs, this guy's 6 QBs. Sometimes the market is there, the market is hitting. You just got to take your money and walk away. I love selling, picking up these guys. They start a game. I love selling them for seconds and just taking my profit and walk away. I had the same idea right here with Malik Willis 2 years before when Sam Darnold went to the Vikings. I picked him up off of waivers for like 10 fab. No one even bet against me. Sam Howell, I also picked him up. All these guys. I think it was Sam Howell in this league. You just pick up all the guys who are going to be a quarterback. You just sell them. Of course, I would have loved to sell Sam Darnold for a first. If I held on to him just for a little longer, if I held him through the off season, I could have sold him for a first. But I traded him that trade deadline the year he was on the Vikings, so I didn't even let him finish his year. I did believe that he was going to go to another team, not even stay with the Vikings, and just get another starting job. Yeah, I think he was going to be good. And even though I believed in everything, I took my second and I walked away. I think I took a second and DeAndre Swift, and I gave up Sam Darnold and a third, whatever the year was, 2027 maybe. I put them together, or it was the same year for when we swapped our picks around. So DeAndre Swift was really good for me that year. So and the following year, and then I used them as trade bait for something, but. That made up for it. That was basically a first. I feel it. Sam Darnold, it's ever since I traded him, 2 full seasons, or 1 whole full season, and they won the Super Bowl and everything. He'll still be relevant in a few years. So, yeah, that's a good pick. Double pick right here. Sorry to put them together. Definitely good. End of the second, I'd be comfortable, honestly. In middle of the second, if you really need to come get your guy, the quarterback value in your league is crazy. Bumped up, if you just actually need quarterback hits. You're tanking this year. Good pick. Should have been higher. Jeremy Bernard, definitely like a good range. He is above Zachariah Branch. So Jeremy Bernard, Zachariah Branch, Elijah Sherrod, Jacoby Lane is my order of operations right now. Good value picks for sure. All right, I like the pick here. Jacoby Lane, obviously after Elijah Sherrod, but my order of operations of receivers were definitely like Antonio Williams, Chris Bell, Stribling, Zachariah Branch, Ted Hurst, Jeremy Bernard, Skylar Bell. Sorry, I'm thinking because he's not on. No one drafted him yet. So it's my 410 pick right there, Skylar Bell. If this guy doesn't take him in the 2 picks. So Skylar Bell, then Elijah Sherrod, then Jacoby Lane, then Chris Brazzo. And then even after that, I don't think, I have Bryce Lance over Malachi Fields, even though the Giants spent 2 fifths or whatever dumb thing they did to go get him, kind of whatever the Lions did for Isaac Tesla last season. He spent like 3/3 on him, essentially, to take him in the third. So sometimes when a team does that, either they're really dumb or they're really smart. No really in between. Following the tea leaves, I mean, it hurts you sometimes. Isaac Tesla doesn't look super nice right now. J-Mo signed his deal too, blah, 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 came back. So it might just be a red zone, guys. But, he was good for the NFL. He's scoring touchdowns. He only had like 10 catches. 8 touchdowns, blah, 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 something crazy like that. You do you. He's a good NFL player, horrible fantasy player. So that is what I would do for 3-7. Saul Brev right here. He gets his first pick of the draft, and his second pick, and his third right here, so you can see it. But he comes in here with Malachi Fields. I would have Skylar Bell, like I'm saying, pretending he's right here. Ted Hurst, actually. Ted Hurst, because Ted Hurst went down here. Spoiler alert. So I would add, Ted Hurst fell to me at the 3-8. Skylar Bell fell out to me at the 3-8. Chris Brazil fell to me at 3-8. I had all those three of those guys above Malachi Fields and Bryce Lance too, four of those guys. So Bryce Lance didn't go either yet. Obviously any of these guys didn't go. That's the wide receiver I would have took. As you guys can see here, these last two picks are IDPs. Let's move on to the 3-9. He took an IDP player. We're looking at his team right here. He has Elijah Cooper, Fred Warner, Zaire Franklin. That's tough. And he took an IDP player right here. Would not have done that at all. You only got 3 picks this draft. You have one of the most hurting teams right here. Definitely should have doubled up on wide receiver. Bryce Lance, he had Ted Hurst. Ted Hurst would be really good right here. Brazil, Skylar Bell. Any of those guys would have been, double dipping on it. Ted Hurst and Skylar Bell right here, who at 3-8, 3-9, 2 of your 3 picks in the draft. One guy gets an IDP player again, spoiler alert, and then he could have picked up another wide receiver here. This would have been like one of the better drafts. You only got 3 picks. You got 3 really good dart throws right there, is what I would have done. So no, I don't like that pick at all. Don't like this pick at all. IDP player is crazy right here. We only start 1 IDP player. I'm over it. Matty right here gets Bane. He fell pretty hard, man. 310, just like in the real life draft. We looked at his team earlier. Probably would have took he took a few running backs. So he took Mike Washington here. No, I would have took a receiver. I would have took any of the receivers here. So let's pretend. The board did fall out like this. So he had Ted Hurst, obviously. I have him in like the 2nd round. Skylar Bell, Chris Brazil. Any of those guys would have been really good right here just for his team. 2 IDP players in 1 draft. It's kind of absurd. He takes 2 more IDP players. Might have to do some talking. That's tough. But that's the 3rd round, y'all. I know damn well y'all are entertained. These IDPs are crazy, y'all. And as a commissioner, I'm losing my head, man. Hey, but, we gotta let people roster their own teams. Can't baby teams all the time, but this is crazy. That's tough. Home league. It's a home league for real. Please do not discount my back-to-back because I can already hear the whispers. We close to the end, though. Hopefully the 4th round will be finished by tomorrow. You guys seen the sneak peek already, so the spoiler alerts. But taking forever. We got 3 picks left, so hopefully done by tomorrow and I can make a vid on it. Stay tuned. And don't forget your daily dose of send that trade. Send it. That's it for today, though. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, rebuilds fade, dynasties reign. Call me a lover boy, simp, Libra. It's more than love sick. I got a fever. Feelings overloading. Not to be a diva. Standing 10 toes down. I'm not gonna leave you.